Everyone.
Welcome back. If you watched one of our videos recently, we were talking about cost of living in Mexico, and we had a few requests asking us about going over the TRICARE Select as a retiree, as living in Mexico or overseas.
So Kelly did a total of 16 years in the Air Force, and I did over 20 years, and I retired from the Marine Corps. And immediately upon retirement, we decided we were going to move out of country, we were going to travel, and then we just so happened to end up in Mexico, and we decided to stay here. If you don't know what we're talking about as far as TRICARE or anything, then you can probably find another video in our list of videos that you can watch, but this is probably not the one that's going to be beneficial.
Let me get some of that too.
Doesn't want one until I get it.
I wasn't offered this morning.
No, that is true.
This morning, that sounds bad, because I wasn't offered today. Assuming you did make it this far, what is TRICARE?
So TRICARE is a health care, it's an insurance, right? Health insurance. So if you have any type of insurance in the United States, Concordia is one of them, or that's dental, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Concordia or Blue Cross Blue Shield or whatever it is, TRICARE is just another version or another option. However, this option is only geared towards people who have served in the Marine, not the Marines, and there's only one branch, all right? For those who have served in the military and through whatever the requirements are. So if you're in active duty, everyone in active duty has TRICARE. Mm-hmm. Once you leave the military, you don't necessarily have TRICARE, but depending on your circumstances upon leaving the military, you may qualify for TRICARE. So again, we qualify for TRICARE as a family because we've retired from the military, and at that time, we had the option, and we elected to keep our TRICARE.
I think if you're military, you already know what DEERS is.
I agree.
Then we don't need to write it out.
So what we're trying to do is to talk about the acronym DEERS, Defense Enrollment Eligibility
Reporting System.
See, you got it.
No, I needed a help. I need a oomph at the beginning.
Oomph. That's all military there.
I do the worst when we're trying to stay on point with videos, and here I go again.
So, DEERS is what's going to have all the information that you're going to need in order to go to TRICARE and say whether or not you have whatever it is. Now, DEERS can extract that TRICARE can extract that information from DEERS, but you obviously would need to make sure first that your information is properly reported in DEERS in order for TRICARE to extract that information so that you, your family, and anyone else can enjoy the benefits of your service.
Who is eligible? Pretty much the same as active duty. It's the sponsor person, spouse, dependents. What is the age?
And by dependents, we're talking about spouse, kids, right? Yeah. That's what we're talking about. And it could also be a parent, because some people, they have their parents listed in DEERS as a dependent. So let's go into the next part, which we're going to talk about which we chose and why we chose it.
We decided to go with TRICARE Select because at the time we weren't planning on going overseas. It was more just for RVing, and we didn't know where we were going to end up. So we wanted that freedom where we could just be on the East Coast, West Coast, and we'd always be able to have medical coverage.
What are the advantages, though, of TRICARE Select?
One of the big ones is you don't have to go to a primary care provider first to get a referral to a specialist. You can go straight to a specialist. So when we were traveling through different areas, I wanted to see a dermatologist. I didn't have to go through a primary care provider. As if you're a prime, you would have to go for each specialty. For a foot doctor, for TJ, we didn't have to jump the hoops to get him there. We could go directly to there, pay the copay, and be on our way.
You know, every time you went to medical, you saw that Corman, they'll give you a Motrin, right? So you have a cold, you get a Motrin, right? Your arm is broken, they give you a Motrin. You have your head hurts, you get a Motrin. I don't care what it is, you got shot, They give you Motrin, right? That's just how it works, right? So that's kind of like, bad analogy, that's kind of like your TRICARE Prime, all right? That one doctor is going to provide you whatever they have there, and they're very hesitant to push you to the next level of care. With TRICARE Select, I get to pass the Corbin. By the way, hats off to all the Corbin out there. Love you guys. You guys do a phenomenal job, right? We do this. But once you get TRICARE Select, though, as Kelly mentioned, you can bypass all of those things. So if you know that your issue is like in Kelly's case, you need to see a dermatologist. You don't need to go to a doctor who's going to refer you to the dermatologist, and you need that referral in the system. Otherwise, TRICARE will not pay your claim. You can just make your appointment with the dermatologist. Now, how do you get that? Well, that requires that you pay a higher premium. You have to sign up for this particular. It's all different plans, and there are different variations of costs incurred or involved.
So next up is open enrollment. So if you're just getting ready to retire, any time of year, then you can enroll what you think is best for you and your family. And if you're already retired for like 2 years, you're like, you know what? I am going to go overseas because I now know I have medical coverage, thanks to the RVC and you people over here. Hey, then it is November through December. I don't know exact dates. You might want to look that up.
November 11, December 10. I only know that because I looked it up before this video.
And it's coming right up. So you have time to do your research and change it over to overseas if you're going to travel.
Say you're eligible for a TRICARE and you weren't using it before. You didn't sign up to use TRICARE, but now you want to sign up for it, whereas in the past year or 2 years you haven't been using it even though you were eligible. I think you have to wait for the open season in order to sign up. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
However, to go from TRICARE East to TRICARE West, I don't believe that's what we're talking about. East to West.
You just make a phone call.
You just make a phone call, you fill out the paperwork or whatever it is, and you can do that. So this is more signing up for the utilization of the service.
Wherever you decide to be, you can also look on the website and look for providers in network, because there actually are some. We just realized when Tamar was doing some research, the areas we've been have not been in network, so but maybe like the bigger cities seem to have some providers. Yeah.
And that's going to make a difference when it comes to how much you pay and whether or not there's there's an in-network and out-of-network cost. If you go to a provider that's out-of-network, they're going to pay, TRICARE will still pay for it. However, you may receive less back, or you may be required to make the payments up front, like all the services that we've received since we've been in Mexico. And I mean, how many visits have we made so far?
I would say total of 10 at least, between all of us.
I concur.
Yeah.
I concur. And so far, we've only received reimbursements for, and that's the next thing, and I'll cover that at the end of this video. This video, we're not going to talk about how you physically input the information in the TRICARE Overseas portal in order to file your claim, because that's the next step to this, is you can file a claim for the services that you received. And that's probably what everyone wants to know, is how do I get my money back? This video is talking about the fact that you can go to the doctor, receive the services. The next video that we do on this, we'll talk about how exactly do you input all these documents to file your claim, and most importantly, what you need to file in order to successfully receive an approved claim.
So what you will need for reimbursement, you're going to need, the form will need to have the doctor's address, the provider's name, the amount paid, the service rendered, so what you had done or what consultation you went in for, and your own personal address. That all in one document, and you submit that along with, is that it for the, sorry?
What's that?
That's it, pretty much. You don't have to fill out other stuff. I don't remember.
There is. See how that works? That was her part of the video. She gets in a bind, and what does she do? She throws me under the bus. It's DD form 2642. No, I didn't remember it. I had to look it up on my phone. You have to fill that form out and submit it with all your documents in order to be reimbursed by TRICARE for whatever you went in for.
Another cool thing to note is if you say you're already in Mexico for 2 years and you didn't know you could even do this and you're a veteran, you have up to 3 years to file all your documents. Maybe I have ADHD. What do you think?
You just not figuring that out?
Well, see, then you should be accepting, like, understanding.
I'm not accepting nothing.
Wait, what am I saying?
Golly!
Oh, so you don't have to worry about if you pay in pesos or whatever, pesos. You put the amount in pesos and they will convert it to whatever. And there's also TRICARE Overseas. It's an app.
It pretty much is like the website compressed into an app, so you can do a lot of the same thing that you could do on the site, which is to look up providers and all that. So there's an app that you can download. It's on iOS. I don't know about Android. I'm not doing this video for Android people. I'm just kidding, but
not really. Not kidding. So there is a deductible, which we pay up front and we get reimbursed. So we just found out with his last one that he just got back, but I guess we haven't done much medical this year in Mexico, because last year, maybe it was toward the end, which was like October, I had my checkup and I had a few other things, and we were shocked. I got like 90% back. We're like, wow, this is amazing, which it is. And then this time, his $60 appointment, you got 30 back.
Yeah. So the most recent claim that I submitted was for, I think it was like, let's just say $180, right? It was for the full claim. However, what I received was like $30-something, right? And I was pretty shocked at how much I received, because I remembered what I received the last time that I filed a claim for Kelly. And then I had to go back through, because of this video, and look it up. So there are two different, there's I think Schedule A and a Schedule B, and it depends on when you left the military, retired, whatever it is. So if it's after 2018, a certain point, then you would be on A, and if it's after that point, then it would be on B. So to sign up for what we're talking about right now, it is like, I'm gonna put a number, but it's gonna date the video, because if you watch a video and they change it next year, then it would be a moot point. But nonetheless, right now as it stands, it's $355 to
deductible, right?
No.
Oh,
to
okay, sorry.
enroll
in
the TRICARE Select, right? TRICARE Select, TRICARE Overseas, regardless. To enroll in it is $355.92. However, you have to meet your annual deductible and that's not for a single person. For a single person, it's less. This is the family plan. And the family deductible is $300. I believe after you've paid your deductible, which is the $300, then it comes down to 25% is what you're responsible for. Now, if you remember what we said earlier, you're going to be responsible for 100% of the bill up front. So you will pay 100% at point of service. However, once you've met your deductible of $300 for the family in total, whether that's one person meeting the $300 or the whole family, it's a moot point. But once you've met that deductible, then if you spend $100, then theoretically you should get $75 back.
I just want to say, TRICARE is thebomb.com. Like, we really can't complain. And Tamar, like, military people have no clue until they get out how insurance works. Like, oh, I can't just go to medical, this or that, and you're like,
Okay.
wow, I gotta pay a $25 deductible. And then you talk to people in the civilian world, and we have it good. So take advantage of what you have.
Yeah, I didn't know where she was going with that, but That's 100%. We have friends that that pay into the different programs that are out there, and my
Or
goodness,
family too that you
True.
you hear.
My goodness,
How hard it is.
It is hard to imagine what we pay per year is like. Sometimes it seems like it's a monthly payment for a lot of people, especially and sometimes for an individual.
Yeah, and not even a monthly, like, or not yearly. It's
Yeah.
well over that monthly. Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, so again, the next video that we do, we will actually walk you through. Hopefully, it's the next video. That way, it's back to back. Where I can walk you through the process of uploading the document that's going to be required to successfully file your claim and be reimbursed. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and ask. We're not experts at this. We're literally just telling you what we have done and what's worked for us in our process so far using TRICARE. We are 100% not experts at this. So if you have information, if you have utilized it, if there's anything that you would like to point out that maybe we should update this video or put out a subsequent video about how it works and where you are. By the way, this does not just work for Mexico. Mm-hmm. If you're in Belize, if you're in Peru, I don't care wherever you are, and I know this because I just looked at the website before we started this video. You can put in wherever you are, and this applies to all of those places. I don't know of an insurance plan, I've not looked into it either, that will cover you like TRICARE will when it comes to these things. Yeah. So I know as veterans we talk smack all the time about the different programs out there, but personally, I have no problems with it, and we've been very fortunate.
And while we were in the military, there was always people make fun of active duty people. They would make fun of dependents. I was, a dependent for a while too. And they would make jokes that, people would marry active duty or military members for the health benefits. Health benefits alone, If I was a civilian, I would be marrying for these health benefits too. But I was military at the time, so it was true love. It wasn't for health benefits or money.
Is there an international SOS symbol right now? Because maybe I need to make that sign. How do you make it SOS?
It wasn't health benefits.
Help.
It wasn't health benefits that got me. It was he wasn't in Indiana. Just trying to get out of Indiana, yo.
Okay, so thanks again for watching. I hope you found the video interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe and
ding that bell
so you can be notified next time we make a video.
Hey, but I do have something.
What?
We got big things coming. Just wait and see.
What is that?
Traveling. I cannot follow a script to save my life or to save our YouTube channel.
What is a script when she's in it? There's no such thing. Jeez. All right.
But we got stuff coming.
Hasta luego.
Adios.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below.